Pedro Medrano, Ricardo Garcia, Jaime Sergio Contreras, Roberto Sierra, and Juan Carlos Avalos. Thank you, sir.
Play. We ask that it's important for school and the young athletes. For the Hornets of Lincoln Academy, the non-starters. Number 20, Roberto Sierra. Number 17, Roman Alcaraz. Number 13, Francisco Ortiz. Number 12, Raul Rosales. Number 6, Aldo Martinez. Number 3, Dorian Perez. Number 1, Ricardo Garcia. And the non-starters for the Knights of the Bishop School. Number 15, Patrick Hook. Number 14, Billy Auer. Number 9, Craig Moore. Number 17, Andrew Lenny. Number 6, Kevin Chan. Number 1, Mike Ryan. And now, here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for the Hornets, starting on defense, number 22, Juan Carlos Avalos. At forward, number 18, Sergio Contreras. In the midfield, number 15, Elders Valderrama. At forward, number 8, Victor Gomez. At forward, number 10, Carlos Mendoza. In the midfield, number 9, Leo Padron de Guevara. In the midfield, number 7, Juan Cuevas. At forward, number 5, Sergio Diaz. On defense, number 4, Francisco Franguel. On defense, number 2, Jaime Grimaldo. And in goal, number 00, Pedro Medrano. The head coach of the Lincoln Academy Hornets, Odi Archagani. His assistant coach, Kian Ascani. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln Hornets. And now, let's meet the Knights of the Bishop School, the starters. Starting on defense, a freshman, number 16, Keith Dieterle. At forward, a sophomore, number 13, Matt Metter. In the midfield, a freshman, number 12, Alex Graham. In the midfield, a junior, number 11, Taylor Rogers. At striker, a senior, number 10, Tim Culver. At forward, a senior, number 7, Chris Costello. At sweeper, a senior, number 5, Patrick Kinnaird. In the midfield, a senior, number 4, Jake Armstrong. On defense, a junior, number 3, Steve Jensen. Shannon Smith. Our officials this afternoon, the referee is Mr. Mike Bonner. The assistant referees, Isidro Mendoza and Pedro Lopez. Bishops will be the home team on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the game. This reminder that the time on the scoreboard is unofficial, will be kept by the referee on the field.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've just met the participants in the Division IV Men's San Diego CIF Championship game for the year 2000. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Kent, along with cameraman Mike All for George Langevin Productions. Happy to bring you this championship match from Southwestern College and DeVore Stadium here in San Diego on what is turning out to be a somewhat overcast day. We've had some clouds all day long. The sun is peeking through every once in a while. We'll hope to keep the rain away from the players and help to keep the action fast and furious as we bring you the year 2000 Division IV Men's San Diego CIF Championship Soccer match between the Bishop Knights and the Lincoln Academy Hornets. Lincoln will be in green with the white trim, starting on the left side of the field. The Bishop Knights will be in the white jerseys with the black trim, moving from right to left. Bishops will get things started at center. At midfield, Chris Costello, number 7, working with number 10, Tim Culver, to get things started in this year 2000 championship match. Referee checking the watch, the whistle blows, and we're underway. This is Costello. And right off the bat, advantage given in a free kick. This one should be a free-spirited match, full of action and speed. We hope to keep up with you, or keep up with it, as we move forward in the game today. We'll play 2 40-minute halves. And right off the bat, a goal kick for the Lincoln Prep Hornets. To be taken by goalkeeper Pedro Medrano. With a big left foot into the other half of the field. This is Adam Harris looking for Culver. Taken off by number 5, Sergio Diaz. And a throw-in for Bishops. Both teams with a spirited start. And watching the pregame warm-ups, a lot of good footwork, a lot of good technique, and we look for nothing but an outstanding soccer match here today from DeVore Stadium. This is number 3, Steve Jensen, with some good footwork there. And now settling is the defense. That was Ron Hill. #22 is Avalos. Now working into space. Number 2 is Harris. Looking for Culver as he slipped and still got his head on the ball. A heady play, as it were. And retrieved by Medrano. Actually, this is number 1, Ricardo Garcia, as the starting goalkeeper with the number 1 on his back. And now Jensen comes over to spell the threat. Carlos Mendoza will retrieve the ball for the throw-in and give way to number 2, Jaime Grimaldo. Cleared away, and now working in the middle, Culver gives way, nice head there. And a slight push as Harris, quick restart there by Juan Cuevas, who has it now, nifty footwork, working with number 15, Valderrama. And now back for Avalos. Off of Taylor Rogers, and a throw-in. Rogers now lets it go, collects it for the throw-in, quick restart, looking for Culver. battling there with number 5, Sergio Diaz. And Culver will take the throw. Well into the 18. And the goalkeeper comes out. Here's a shot just high. Good effort there from Culver as Garcia was moving back into his position. And the shot goes high. First opportunity off the foot of Tim Culver early on here in the first half. Good play there by Harris, but he went in hard after the ball. And number 15 is Valderrama, who's down and get back up slowly. Harris was going after the ball, and Valderrama converged, thus the collision. Free kick awarded to the Hornets. Take it, blocked by Culver. And Rangel gives way, and again, some aggressive play from the Bishop squad. Quick restart. Culver heading back into the middle of the field, just out from Costello. And here's Alcaraz. Costello looking right side. Good run there for 13, Matt Meador. But a good defensive play by the Hornet defense coming over. Number 4, Francisco Rangel, to squelch that threat. And it'll be a throw-in for Bishops along the far side. Just under the 5-minute mark, no score. Bishops had one opportunity with Culver putting the ball over the top. Here's a good run now down the right side. This is number 18, Roman Alcaraz. And the Bishops defense, that's number 16, Keith Dieterle.
Corner kick.
That'll bring up a corner kick. So a good opportunity here for Lincoln early on, just past the 5-minute mark. Will be taken by Juan Cuevas. Curling low kick, headed away. And Cuevas will recover for the throw-in. This is Valderrama. And now Bishops come away. Number 4, that's Jake Armstrong. Shot on goal. And Scott Fainer's first opportunity is right at him. Covers up nicely, the sophomore goalkeeper for the Bishop Knights. Good ball down the right side. This is number 8. And I do not have a number 8 on my roster, so I'll have to check at halftime to see who that is. Here's Culver in an open space now. For 12, that's Alex Graham. And just out of the reach of Culver, and throw in. Found out who number 8 is. Victor Gomez. They had him listed on my roster as number 11. But we can work with that, obviously. Now that we know, we're all set. Ball cleared into the stands and will be retrieved. Only can throw in. Just underway, no score, about 8 minutes into the first half. And the ball headed away by 13, Matt Meador, and we'll do it again with a Lincoln Prep throw-in. Breeze starting to pick up, as you might be able to see the corner flag waving into the 18, over and in. Oh, what a goal! That's number 10. Carlos Mendoza off the back of his foot, out the back of his head. Off come the shoes. And Lincoln Prep has a 1-0 lead. Right off the corner kick.
Carlos Mendoza. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 58 seconds. That's number 10, Carlos Mendoza with the goal. Lincoln Academy leads 0.
10:58 in the first half. Lincoln Prep out in front. Carlos Mendoza with the goal. A pretty header went off the back of his head and past Scott Fainer into the back of the net, and Lincoln with a 1-0 lead here in the first half. Now let's see how the Bishop squad responds. Culver. Here is number 4, Jake Armstrong, moving in. And now a ball looking for way downfield, giveaway. Number 18 is Alcaraz for 13, Ortiz. Nice defensive play there by Patrick Kinnaird. And a takedown. And Kinnaird is laid out, but bounces back up, and it'll be a free kick for the Knights. And we'll have a call for a substitution. Number 13 will come off. That's Francisco Ortiz, and the goal scorer, Carlos Mendoza, will come back on after having retrieved his shoes in a celebratory response to the goal score. That is one thing you can count on, is spirited play. And we're seeing that here. Throw in for Lincoln. And number 18, that was Roman Alcaraz, couldn't control, and we'll go back the other way. 1-0 our score, about 10 minutes into this first half. Division 4 CIF Championship for the San Diego division. This is Grimaldo. And ball just off the mark. Number 11 is Rogers, looking for Culver, who retrieves and manages to gain the throw-in. And now Bishop's with a threat. Into the middle, looking for Armstrong. And now they leave it go, and a free kick awarded on a slight push as Avalos went down. Kick taken quickly by the goalkeeper Garcia. Good play by 7-1 Cuevas, using his head to control. There's Mendoza. Ball in for Alcaraz is too far. And now the goalkeeper, Scott Fainer, covers up. Fainer's left-footed boot is to midfield. This is Graham, looking for Meter. And the ball trickling out across the sideline. Throw in coming short. This is Rangel. Looking for number 8. That is Victor Gomez. 18 is Alcaraz, working against number 11. A little bit of a push on Alcaraz. Taylor Rogers running with him, draws the foul, and a restart. Here's Gomez, and the ball across the sideline, and a throw in. Cool crisp breeze coming across the top of the press box here where we're located. We've had good luck keeping the rain away thus far, but the clouds are building. We just hope they're headed in the other direction. 1-0 our score. The ball goes in for Gomez, but cleared away nicely by Adam Harris. And we'll have a Hornet throw-in. Gives us a chance to remind you, for all your special event video needs, contact George Langevin and his staff. Area code 858-571-3478. George and his staff would be happy to videotape your event, I'm Mike Kent with our cameraman Mike All at DeVore Stadium. 1-0 our score. The Lincoln Academy Hornets leading the Bishops Knights in the San Diego CIF Division IV Men's Soccer Championship game for the year 2000. This one just too far for Avalos, and Culver will recover for the throw-in. And handball call. And this will be a free kick for the Knights. Good opportunity there, or here, as Rogers will take this one, curls it into the box, and cleared away nicely by the Hornet defense. Well downfield, and a throw in across the side. That was Cuevas. Looking for Mendoza. Too far, and a throw in. This one into the 18-yard box. Who'll get it? Patrick Kinnaird playing good defense there, shielding the opponent from the ball. And a nice easy header back to his goalkeeper to gain possession. Here's Steve Jensen on the far side. Good ball there as they look for Culver. And just too far. That will be a corner kick now for the Knights.
Corner kick, Bishop.
The White Shirts looking to take advantage and draw even in this contest. They trail 1-0. And there it is! Just like that, a beautiful cross off the corner kick. And Tim Culver has the goal. Well, we mentioned it, taking advantage of the opportunities. There was one, an excellent cross. Culver gets the goal, and it's 1-1.
Tim Culver, the assist to number 11, Taylor Rogers. Time of the goal, 14:55. That's number 10, Tim Culver, from number 11, Taylor Rogers, at 14:55.
Oh, now here's a quick free kick restart after the kickoff, and the ball goes high and wide of the net. It'll be a goal kick. So Tim Culver gets the goal to draw the Bishop Knights even 1-1. Taylor Rogers on the assist and the beautiful corner kick cross. And all Culver had to do was get his forehead on it, and he did just that, putting it by Garcia. And now a free kick for the Knights. This is Rogers being marked by Gomez. And another throw in. And a slight push from Armstrong as he and Ronhell get together afterwards. And a quick restart. This is Avalos for Gomez. Nice play to keep the ball inbounds. Did he? Linesman's flag went up. No, the referee blows the whistle. We'll have a throw in. Armstrong, and a little push by Diaz draws the referee's attention, and a whistle. And now Culver and Armstrong will gather for the free kick. The referee setting up the wall 10 yards back. 3 Hornet players. And the goalkeeper directing traffic out in front so he can get a clear view. Well, let's see what they do here. Will it be Armstrong or will it be Culver? Culver indeed. Curling shot, and it's in! What a shot by Tim Culver! Hit it off the outside of the right foot, and it just seemed to dance inside the near post for a goal. Culver's second of the game. It's 2-1 Bishops. That was as pretty a goal as I've seen in quite some time. The ball just seemed to dance as Tim hit it off the outside of his foot. And he gives Bishops a 2-1 lead.
Tim Culver. It's another assistant goal at 17:36. Tim Culver scores.
So after Mendoza got Lincoln on the board 1-0 in the 11th minute, 2 goals within 3 minutes for the Bishop squad, and they lead in this one 2-1. A rather exciting start to this one.
Looked like to me it was on this side, the ball went through the net. Did you get it on the camera? That goal? Unbelievable. I thought that ball went on this side of the pool, through the net, through the hole.
Corner kick upcoming. Curling into the box and just out of the reach of the Lincoln players. A sliding tackle to clear the ball out of bounds, and we've got a throw-in for the Lincoln Prep squad. There was some question by one of the referees, came up for some consult into the video booth here to see if the ball had indeed gone inside the post into the goal. And certainly from where we were seeing it real time, it was clearly inside the post by a good foot or so, but you can imagine the surprise. It was such a pretty shot that was moving back and forth that there was some question. Clearly from here, though, a 2-1 lead for Bishops, and that's where we stand. Here is Diaz, and a throw-in for the Bishop squad. Culver will take this one. He's got 2 goals, one assisted by Taylor Rogers in the 15th minute and the 18th minute. Here's one right inside. Oh, what a save! A good opportunity there by Armstrong as he put the header right on net. But Garcia was right on task. And now we have a yellow card drawn by number 4, Francisco Rangel, for a sliding tackle. And the other player's not happy about that, but Rangel will be booked. And he will have to come off. Number 3, Dorian Perez, will come on. So a good opportunity there for Bishops as Jake Armstrong put his head on the ball squarely. And Garcia was up to the task and made an outstanding save. Free kick to be taken by Costello into the zone. Up and over the crossbar. Another good opportunity there as Garcia came out. And Bishops putting on some serious pressure here in the first half. That was Matt Meador who got the head on that one, and it went just up over the crossbar. So Garcia must feel like he has a target on his chest as he goes back to his net, shaking his head a little bit. We've got a restart on a free kick. This is Gomez trying to work into some open space. Now Rogers. Oh. Boy, that's got to hurt when you get the ball right in the midsection like that. You can hear it very clearly up here. Only about 10, 12 feet away. Here's a good run now by Bishops. This is Culver. Good footwork there. Crosses, high shot, right on net. And Garcia had to be mindful to tip that one up over the crossbar. It was floating and looked like, had Garcia not got his hand on it, that would have been the hat trick for Culver. So another opportunity on the corner kick. Taylor Rogers will take this one again. We'll see what they do this time. Low cross into the middle, cleared nicely by Leo Ledron de Guevara. We'll call him Leo, as instructed by one of the team officials. It might be easier to get out than Ladron de Guevara, and by no means do I want to disrespect that gentleman out there on the field, but I want to make sure I get his name right at the same time. So we'll call him Leo. Here's a good ball in for Armstrong. And the defense again, stalwart for Lincoln, as they have begun to tighten up here. Here's a good ball through the defense as Kinnaird let that one go. And the rushing Alcaraz could not catch up. And this time, Kinnaird waits, and it costs him a ball out of bounds. He gains it on the throw-in off the foot of Mendoza. Good skill there. Here's Mendoza working into open space, looking for Gomez and Alcaraz. And now the ball back up across midfield, and Bishops with a good run here. There's Rangel with the stop, and now Culver far side. Good defense there by Leo as the ball across the sideline for a throw-in. 2-1 our score. Tim Culver has both goals for Bishops after Carlos Mendoza got Lincoln on the board first back in the 11th minute. We're nearing the 30-minute mark of this half. According to my watch, in the 28th minute. Of course, the time being kept officially down on the field by the referee. Looking for Armstrong, and Grimaldo, the defender on that play, forcing another throw-in. Into the 6-yard box headed, and the referee's whistle blows, indicating a push and a free kick. No, we'll have a throw-in. An illegal throw-in on the sideline. And the restart given to Lincoln. That is Gomez, and the referee's whistle chirping quite a bit in this half. Free kick restarted by number 7-1 Cuevas. This is number 4 Francisco Rangel. In for Valderrama. The shot goes wide. So an opportunity there for Lincoln goes astray. And the goalkeeper will recover both balls, but one aside the net. And we'll restart with the other one. Number 2, Adam Harris, will get things going here. Setting the ball up with those brilliant orange shoes. Definitely not what you would call standard issue. Certainly individuating himself. And now a throw-in quickly taken by Billy Auer, number 14. Auer looking to set things up. Now we'll give way to number 10, Culver, and the referee saying, let's go. Here's Culver. Back to number 2, Adam Harris. Looking to reverse direction now. Good ball into Meador with a shot, and Garcia is right there and waiting for it. Good save. Well, the ball off the top of the foot there. And Kinnaird with a nice piece of skill there to gain some ground, but now a throw in for Gomez. Quickly taken. Looking for Alcaraz. And now this is Cuevas with a shot. And Feiner is there as well, as that was headed for the near post. Shots unofficially 5-3 in favor of Bishops. Here's a attempted shot that goes wide, and we'll have a goal kick restart. Substitution now for Lincoln. Number 13 is Francisco Ortiz, will come on for number 8. That is Victor Gomez. And the big left foot of Ricardo Garcia pushes the ball across the sideline at midfield. Restart for Bishops. This is Costello. Nice skill to trap the ball by Culver. Meter. And the two players get tangled up in each other's feet. No advantage given. Bishops can't believe it. And here's number 13, that's Francisco Ortiz. A little push by number 14, Billy Auer. And now some extracurriculars there between Mendoza and Steve Jensen. And that may be why the referee is keeping an eye on things. And here we go. We're going to have a booking here, I would imagine. Or will we? He's calming Mendoza down. A free kick now for Bishops, as Mendoza getting a bit too animated and a bit too aggressive for the referee's liking. Nice play there by Cuevas, but he can't control on the sideline. And now the Lincoln players starting to look at the referee, and they may end up getting caught if they don't keep their mind in this one. Quick restart there on the advantage. This is Cuevas. Mendoza battling Jensen there. Jensen comes away looking for Culver, taken down hard from behind, and that will be a yellow card on Grimaldo. And Culver is still down on the turf, so Grimaldo gets carded. He will be replaced by Dorian Perez. Play starting to get a little bit chippy and aggressive here in the latter parts of the first half. Have about 6-7 minutes left unofficially in the first half. There's Cuevas for Valderrama. And off the foot of Alcaraz for a throw-in. Quickly taken, looking for Armstrong. And a good play by Rangel to clear the ball. We'll have a corner kick now. Good opportunity for Bishops. They've scored on a corner kick before, and again, Taylor Rogers will take this one, I believe. Cross into the middle. Goalkeeper comes out. Shot attempt by Dieterle goes astray. Here's another shot right on, and Garcia had a bit of trouble with that one, but recovers nicely. A long shot. And now Harris gets the ball out of bounds off the linesman's foot. And we'll have a restart. Linesman showing some skill there. This is Cuevas. And now Auer. Nice play there by Rangel. But Auer intercepts, and 22 is Avalos, clears along the far side, and we'll get a Bishops throw in there. 2-1 our score. Carlos Mendoza with a goal in the 11th minute. And Tim Culver has 2 for Bishops in the 15th and 18th minutes. And that's where we stand, 2-1 for the men in white jerseys. Lincoln in the green jerseys with the white trim. Nice ball there by Valderrama. Looking for Alcaraz, who has it now. In from Mendoza, and Jensen clearing the ball nicely with his head. This is Ortiz working against Dieterle. Good opportunity here. 15 was Valderrama, but it went off of a Bishop's player. And across the end line, we'll have a corner kick. This will be taken by Juan Cuevas as the breeze starts to pick up here. A wee bit of a chill into the center, off the head. And Feiner is there to corral it. The players will head upfield as Feiner's left foot puts the ball at the midfield stripe. Culver using his head. This is Alcaraz and battling with Harris. Quick throw by Ortiz. This time Costello clearing the ball into touch. 22 is Avalos. Alcaraz, and we'll go the other way. Avalos lifts one high, headed by Jensen. Cuevas and some others come together. A free kick for the Lincoln Prep Hornets. And the referee will push the ball back for the restart. This is Rangel from Mendoza. No, rather Leo. And the ball off of Leo for a goal kick. Leo Ladron de Guevara. And we'll have a substitution now. Number 13 is Francisco Ortiz going off. And coming on, number 8, Victor Gomez. As we restart play. 2-1 in the first half of the Division IV Men's CIF Soccer Championship for the year 2000. It's been a dandy so far. A lot of spirited play and some pretty goals on both sides. Here's a ball down for Culver. The defense there to cut it off nicely. That's Perez. And we'll have a throw in. Head coach Sam Monet has to be happy with his squad's effort. Bishop leads 2-1. And another illegal throw-in. And we'll reverse directions here as Lincoln Prep goes.
Correction, incorrect throw-in.
And head coach Hody Harkigani has got to be pleased with his club's effort, even though they trail 2-1 in this game. A lot of time left, and they've had some chances. They'll need to capitalize them if they want to draw even in this one. Ball past the foot of Billy Auer out of bounds. And that will be a throw-in for the Bishop squad. Taken by number 2, Adam Harris. Nice footwork there, a slight push. Would have thought the referee would not have blown the whistle there, as Costello still had the ball, not a true advantage gained, but keeping play to a less aggressive nature may be his motivation. And just out of the reach of Leo on that ball. Jensen will retrieve it for a throw-in. This is Dieterle. And we'll turn around and go the other direction. Cuevas. Valderrama. Back to Cuevas. These two working well. Now open space for Avalos at midfield. Working through the circle. Looking for Mendoza. And Costello clears. Down and trickling across the sideline for a throw-in. Ronhell looking for Gomez. And Costello coming away with it. Works by the challenge of 2 players. And now here's Rogers, who has the assist off the corner kick on the first goal. Gathers, looks to cross down low, and right along the end line, Garcia comes away with that one rather easily. This is Leo for Mendoza. And a free kick awarded, going to, or rather a throw-in. Auer, nice footwork to gain some open space, looking for Midor. This is Ronhell. Avalos. Looking for Alcaraz. Now Harris. Auer. Pushing far side. Dieterle gives way. But now Cuevas. Pushing it for Culver. Right side. Cast number 5 aside. That was Diaz. Shot, and this one's trickling wide. Off the foot of Taylor Rogers. And now a substitution for Lincoln. Number 2, Jaime Grimaldo will come on. He will replace Dorian Perez. Restart from the goal kick. And here's an opportunity for Mendoza, working against Kinard. And a bit too aggressive is Steve Jensen. Quick restart and a shot. Feiner is right there waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end. Yes, it is. Had to wait for a moment. The end of the first half of play. Wanted to make sure. With our score, the Bishop's Knights 2, Lincoln Academy Hornets 1. We'll be back with the second half after this for George Langevin Productions. Back for the second half at DeVore Stadium here at Southwestern College. The sun is starting to poke through the clouds. We hope the rain holds off. We've got a dandy for you, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 our score in the Division IV Men's Soccer Championship. San Diego CIF, the Bishop's Knights lead 2-1 over the Lincoln Academy Hornets. Tim Culver with 2 goals for Bishops after Carlos Mendoza got the Hornets on the board in the 11th minute. 2-1 our score. Here's Mendoza right here in front. Working for Cuevas. And a slight push and a whistle. And we'll have a restart with a free kick for the Hornets. In the green with the white trim, moving from right to left in this half. Ronhell will take this free kick. The Knights in their white jerseys with the black trim. Dieterle looking for Culver. And the ball pushed back down towards Mendoza. Working against Jensen. They've been going at each other all day. And no whistle as the ball went across the end line. Or so it appeared. And Culver is offside. Got caught on the trap. Good defensive play. Working together Ronhell and Grimaldo. As they forced Culver offside. Mendoza in the 11th minute for Lincoln. Culver from Rogers at 14:55. And Culver again on a free kick at 17:36. 2-1 our score. Good play by Mendoza as he pushes this one for Victor Gomez. Cross into the box. Cleared away by Dieterle. And now Culver. This is Cuevas for Leo. Into the box, and Feiner comes out to grab that one. And now some conversation between one of the players and the referee. Just a clarification, I would imagine. Garcia, his left foot, and Mendoza can't control. And we'll have a throw-in. Culver comes over to talk some strategy with his defenders, and they'll leave the ball. And now Jensen will return to throw the ball in and restart play. Just underway in the second half. Mendoza comes off in the substitution. Sergio Contreras, number 13, is on for the Hornets. Good play there by Harris and Rogers, pairing in tandem, and now a ball for Alex Graham. Can he catch up with it? Good play by Graham. Keep the ball in play, working against Avalos. And now a throw-in for Lincoln. Avalos restarts. That's Gomez. Good opportunity there by Armstrong, but he couldn't connect. Looking for me. And now we've got an injured player. Back up on his feet is number 13, Sergio Contreras, shaking it off. Good tackle by Culver, and he manages to keep the ball in play. And Culver going after, he will be booked for that play. So he's got 2 goals and 1 yellow card, and Culver will retreat to the sideline, much to the delight of the Lincoln fans here right down in front of us. Billy Auer will come on, and the free kick to be started by Francisco Rangel. Looking for Gomez, and now the ball pushed down into the 18, where Garcia is there in advance of Costello. Avalos with the header out of bounds, into touch for a throw-in. And now substitution, Culver will come back on following the mandatory trip to the bench following the yellow card. Culver protecting. And now Cuevas. Just off of Meter's foot. And now a throw-in. This one will be taken by Francisco Rangel. Up the sideline, looking for Leo. Can't find him. This is Armstrong working into open space, and a hard tackle there by number 5, Sergio Diaz. And a conversation from the referee. No booking, but certainly an aggressive tackle. And now a free kick will be taken by Armstrong. And quick restart. That's number 7, Costello. And number 5, Sergio Diaz. We've had a lot of aggressive play here as of late. And the referee is trying to gain control back in this match. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. Spirited play, you might call it. Rogers. Moves the ball off. That is Patrick Kinnaird looking for Armstrong. And a good play by Diaz. Pushed the ball across the sideline. Throw-in will be taken by Culver. Stands his ground, standing throw-in into the middle of the box, towards the goalkeeper. And Garcia is there in advance of Rogers. Good defensive play there by number 3, Steve Jensen, to really settle the ball and move forward with it into open space. Jensen will restart after showing his agility over the fence. Too far for Culver. And he will take the throw in to restart. There's Auer. No, Alex Graham checked that. Now Gomez clearing. Being chased by Adam Harris and protected for the throw-in. Now Jensen. Down the far side. Corralled by Avalos. And dangerous play on Taylor Rogers, the indication. And we'll get a free kick restart for Lincoln. 2-1 our score. The Bishops Knights on top. All goals coming in the first half. Things getting very aggressive here. A quick restart as players look to the referee. Here's Gomez. Nice footwork there by Gomez. And for Cuevas, and cleared by the defense. Looking upfield for Costello. He's got some space. Can he corral it? No. Diaz comes away, and now Garcia will take over. High to the midfield stripe. Good ball by Meter. Off to Harris. Looking for Culver, no space. Meter comes back in, misses. And now near side, this is Leo Ladron de Guevara. Good run. Missed his first man, but Valderrama was there. And now Meter with some space. Settles, looks for Culver on the left side. Guarded by Grimaldo. And now Gomez comes over. And a push. We'll have a free kick restart for Lincoln. High and into touch. And into the stands. Gives us a chance to remind you that George Langevin is the leader in special event video. You can contact George and his staff at area code 858-571-3478 to have your event taped. Mendoza comes back on in place of Roman Alcaraz. And Mendoza now with the ball. 15 is Valderrama. Cuevas. Mendoza with a shot that goes high and just wide. So good opportunity there. Mendoza looking for his second goal of the game. He scored back in the 11th minute. And gave Lincoln a 1-0 lead, and they were off and running. But 5 minutes later, Tim Culver struck for 2 goals over the next 3 minutes. And just that quickly, Lincoln found themselves trailing 2-1. That's where we stand now. In Division 4, San Diego CIF Men's Soccer Championship for the year 2000. Mike Kent along with Mike All, our cameraman, from DeVore Stadium at Southwestern College. Up high. This is Diaz, and again, players come together and somebody's grabbing the back of their head. This could get real ugly real quick, and it looks like it has, and that's a shame. Trainers and coaches will come onto the field. We'll be back after this with the restart. Oh, one of the players coming off of the field, number 5, is Sergio Diaz, involved in the collision, we'll call it that. Did not see a booking on the play. And now we'll restart things. Well, the fury of this one getting a bit out of hand as it is now, and again, the referee is not going to take any chances. Anytime a player comes down, he'll blow the whistle, that time with Mendoza going to the turf. And again, Mendoza goes down. He's still hurting from that last encounter. And again, a yellow card here. This is what it might take in order to regain control of this one. And you hope that the players respond accordingly and not rebelliously. Number 3, Dorian Perez, will be issued with a yellow card. By my count, that makes 3 of the Lincoln players having been booked, and 2 of the Bishops players having been booked. If you're keeping score at home, don't suggest it. We like to keep score in terms of goals. Dangerous play as Rogers came in high with the knee, and the referee is getting an earful from the Lincoln coach. And now the head coach has been given the boot, or has a fan been given the boot? This is truly getting unruly, and that's unfortunate in a game like this. The referee is asking a fan to leave the field. Let's get back to soccer, folks. No need for this. We've had a good game. 2-1 our score. Men's high school championship for Division 4. Here's a boot off of number 11. 13 going high and wide, Sergio Contreras. And we'll get a restart. Lincoln got on the board first, a goal by Carlos Mendoza, the 11th minute. Tim Culver with a pair of goals in the 15th and 18th minute. One off of a corner kick assisted by Taylor Rogers, the other on a free kick. And that's where we stand 2-1. And we'll see what happens in terms of the pace of this one and the aggressive play. Here's a shot that goes wide off the foot of Roman Alcaraz. And we'll get another goal kick. Substitution now, number 5 coming back on is Sergio Diaz for number 13, Sergio Contreras. For the Lincoln Hornets. Nice play to settle there. And again, some aggressive play. Clearly no advantage gained by that, but again, the referee, being mindful of the way this game is turned, is going to be short-fused with the whistle. So we'll have a free kick, a restart by Jake Armstrong. Armstrong looking left side for Culver. Shot just wide there by Alex Graham, number 12. And a goal kick restart. Mendoza looking for Alcaraz. And a handball, it looked like. Free kick restart for Lincoln. Who will take it? Number 7, Juan Cuevas, or 15, Elders Valderrama. Both are lined up. The wall is being directed back by the referee. Feiner on his line, anticipating a direct shot. Curling play just wide. Good shot there off the left foot of Juan Cuevas, but it didn't curl in quite enough to reach the net. And we'll get a goal kick restart.
Wishes to thank Burton Jones Awards, our statewide sponsor, for their very generous support of high school athletics throughout
2-1 here in the second half. The Bishop's Knights in the white jerseys moving from left to right against the Lincoln Hornets in the green jerseys moving from right to left. This is Diaz. And again, some aggressive play, this time from Matt Meador. This is Ronhell with some space, challenged by Culver. Good footwork there. And a nice pass into Cuevas. And a slight push. Costello, the guilty party. And another free kick restart. This is Ronhell, curling it into the 18 over the head of his teammate Alcaraz, and it's cleared. This is Costello chasing. Good run. Costello with some space, being joined by his teammates, but just too far. That last touch was just a bit too far from reach as Diaz came over to clear it. He had Culver and Armstrong cutting in with him. So good effort there by the forward. And 13 was Meador, who couldn't get a good foot on that one. And the shot goes well wide. Goal kick restart coming quickly. And now some good space here for Leo Ladron de Guevara as he moves towards the middle. Once again, the Bishop's defense is there. This is Avalos. Juan Carlos Avalos. Into the box looking for Alcaraz. Taken down. And a corner kick. No whistle, no free kick. So the Hornets will have to settle for an opportunity here from the corner of the field rather than 12 yards out above the goal. Curling in towards the center, headed away nicely by the defense. This is Valderrama with a shot just over the crossbar. Feiner went up after that, just over his head. And now a restart from the goal kick. It's Adam Harris in those orange shoes. And here comes Culver chasing. And the goalkeeper Garcia moves it along. And we've got the throw in. Culver will look to restart. Setting his feet. Long throw into the 18. Armstrong couldn't get a good head on it. Here's Jensen. A little touch. And offside is the Bishop player. Now we have an injured player now. That's number 7, Juan Cuevas. who threw down his shin pad and now gets a yellow card for his trouble. And now the referee taking advantage of things here. This is truly too bad. You don't like to see this ever happen. Is he booking the head coach? That's what it looks like. He's been sent off. So head coach Hody Harshigani is now being asked to leave by the referee. Meantime, we've got a free kick. So the yellow card to Cuevas for his antics throwing the shin guard down in front of the referee. And the ball cleared aside by the Bishop's defense. These are things that, in my opinion, the Lincoln squad cannot afford to concentrate on. They're down 2-1 in this game. What they need to be concentrating on is scoring a goal and getting this game tied. Instead, they seem to be crying to the referee. Let's see if they can gain their focus back. A quick substitution brings Cuevas back onto the playing field. And Cuevas with some energy can't catch up with that one. And it's restarted as a goal kick. Feiner will set things up. And Harris boots it to midfield. Armstrong. Handball there. Costello inadvertently got it. The whistle had gone, and now things are truly getting spirited again. This is Leo. Yellow card for number 13, Matt Meador. He will go off. You need a spiral-bound notebook to keep track of all of the bookings today, which is too bad. But never fear, we're prepared. We've got a whole pad here in case it's necessary. Armstrong pushing it ahead. The only person back is Sergio Diaz. Nice effort there along the far side by Avalos to try and keep it in play. But it goes across the sideline for a throw-in. Bishop's player sneaking up the line, the referee directing him back further. And that play a little bit high with the foot. And the restart granted. A push by Cuevas. And the referee hasn't let the whistle go from his lips too much today. This is number 11, Taylor Rogers, with a shot that goes high. Good effort by Rogers to gain some space. He got the shot off, but it went high. And now the linesman instructing the goalkeeper to set the ball down before restarting play. You can understand the sense of urgency. Number 15 coming off is Elders Valderrama. He'll be replaced by Aldo Martinez, number 6. Lincoln trailing 2-1 in this game. And now a red card for number 7, Juan Cuevas. So he has been booked and booked again, and now has some conversation for the referee on his way off. Cuevas is done for the game. That means that Lincoln will play the remainder of this game with 10 men. He is not eligible for a substitution after a red card. So not only are they down 1 on the scoreboard, they're now down 1 in personnel. As the goalkeeper, Garcia, recovers the challenge by Rogers. Well, they've got their work cut out for them, do the Hornets. Good head ball there, looking for Leo. And now Armstrong comes away with some space, looking left side. But Avalos is there. Now Alex Graham with a good play, moving back to Harris. Looking for Culver, heads it into the box. And Garcia is there ahead of a charging Taylor Rogers. Again, Bishop's control. This is Armstrong. Good play there. Graham tried to sidestep, and Culver got hit. Number 2 was Jaime Grimaldo. And the referee stops play again. A free kick awarded to the Bishop's squad. Armstrong to take it. The referee indicating the wall should come back 10 yards. And now blows the whistle for in play. Armstrong with the shot down low and wide. Garcia had the net covered. It was about 3 or 4 feet wide, but a good effort by Armstrong as it ball went through. Mendoza looking for Martinez. Now Kinnaird for Harris, looking downfield for Culver. Now Avalos sidesteps Auer, quick restart. And now the throw in for Bishops. Harris looking deep. Offside flag goes up. And a quick restart by the goalkeeper, Garcia. This is Graham, and booted up by Diaz. Dieterle reverses. Back to Keith. Into the middle. Alex Graham, nice sidestep. And now number 6, Martinez, kicked the ball square into the back of the referee out of frustration, and he has been red carded. Ladies and gentlemen, I just don't believe what I'm seeing here. This is completely unbelievable. 2 red cards. Martinez now goes off. He's been ejected. And the Lincoln players are arguing, when you kick the ball into the back of the referee, come on. I know this is a championship game. I know the fever is high-pitched. But at some point, this Lincoln squad needs to settle down and concentrate their energy on scoring a goal. They're only down by 1. And there's an offside good trap by the defense. That was number 4, Francisco Rangel. But they're spending a lot of energy and a lot of time speaking with the referee instead of working the ball down the field and trying to get the tying goal. Just about 8 minutes unofficial time left in this one. 2-1 our score. Bishop's on top of Lincoln. Tim Culver with 2 goals. This is Rangel looking for Mendoza. 9 is Leo for Mendoza. Good defensive play there. Leo looking to cross a shot and easily corralled by Scott Fainer, the sophomore goalkeeper for the Bishop School. Looking for Culver a bit too far, and now Grimaldo. Settled by Alcaraz. A little push by Harris, and a quick restart, now whistled back. Remember that spiral bound notebook we told you about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bookings for Lincoln and 3 bookings for Bishops. It has not been what you might consider a classic and good game. Here's number 4, Jake Armstrong, looking to cross, but it's broken up there. Good play by the defense. Diaz takes down number 7 and then has a few words for Chris Costello. And Ricardo Garcia taking charge, saying, let's go, let's play. We're down 1 goal. We can still tie this game. There's Graham looking for Auer. And I must admit, Auer there looked like he was going after a loose football, the way he tackled and came up with it in his arms, but a free kick awarded. Auer will take it into the box. Number 4, that's Armstrong, headed just wide. So another good opportunity there. And again, a quick restart by Lincoln. That was Alcaraz trying for that one. Lincoln throw in. Number 4 is Ronhell, working against Graham. Ronhell looking for Mendoza, who's got some space. Went off the back of his head. And Mendoza went way over the top of the defender on that one. And the referee's whistle stops play, issues a free kick. So here we go, the restart from Adam Harris. Downfield looking for Armstrong. There he is, pushed in the back by Ronhell to start that play. And again, some conversation. Here's Rogers with some space, looking into the middle. Good cross. The referee whistle blows on the offside call by the linesman. Dieterle can't catch up to that one, and a throw in for Lincoln on the far side. Getting down to crunch time, 2-1 our score. Bishops on top. All of the goal scoring coming in the first half of play. And there's Feiner again coming in, out to get that one. A yellow card, another booking on an aggressive play by 18 Roman Alcaraz. Number 13, Sergio Contreras, will come on to spell him. Harris with the boot towards midfield. Rogers with some space, a good run here, pushes it down forward, no flag. Armstrong, now the flag goes up. Interesting, but offside the call. And the threat taken care of by the whistle. No advantage gained there. Here's Leo, pushes it through. Good play there by Ronhell. Good defense, and now Rogers comes away with this one. Looking to push it down the side. Armstrong with the goalkeeper, and Garcia makes a good play to kick it aside. Coming well out from his goalkeeper spot. Number 10 is Culver. Armstrong. Corner kick. And another opportunity for the Knights. If they could score here, that would put this one basically out of reach. Substitution being called for and granted. Looks like either Meter or Graham going off. And a short corner kick. Aggressive play there by the defender, and a red card given to number 2. That is Jaime Grimaldo, who had been booked earlier and clearly came across and took a dive right into the player. And now the Lincoln squad is playing with 7 position players and 1 goalkeeper. And Grimaldo is not eligible. Here it comes into the box. Culver with the header, blocked away by Diaz. He was looking for the hat trick. Here's Mendoza. They only trail by 1. Ronhell cut off nicely by Patrick Kinnaird. Now we've got a throw in here on the right near side. Number 18 is Alcaraz, coming on for number 13, Sergio Contreras. Ronhell to take the throw in towards the 6-yard box, and that's the final whistle. And this game is over. The Bishop's Knights take the year 2000 Division IV Men's Soccer Championship, a final of 2-1 over the Lincoln Academy Hornets. We'll be back with a final word after this for George Langevin Productions.
Championship game. Division School 2, Lincoln Academy 1. Jaime Grimaldo. Dorian Perez. Francisco Rangel. Sergio Diaz. Aldo Martinez. Juan Cuevas. Vio Ladrante Guevara. Carlos Mendoza. Victor Gomez. Raul Rosales. Francisco Ortiz. Elders Valderrama. Roman Alcaraz. Sergio Contreras. Roberto Sierra. Juan Carlos Avalos. Assistant coach, Kian Ashkani. And accepting the award for the runners-up, head coach Hadi Artagani. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2000 4 men's soccer runner-up, the Hornets of Lincoln Prep. Introducing the champion night players, Scott Feiner, Mike Ryan, Adam Harris, Steve Jensen, Jake Armstrong, Patrick Kinnear, Kevin Chan, Chris Costello, Andrew Lunny, Craig Moore, Tim Culver, Taylor Rogers, Alex Graham, Matt Mitter, Billy Hour, Patrick Book, Keith Dieterle, assistant coach Will Mosley, manager Shannon Smith, and accepting the award for the 2000 champions, head coach Sam Mene. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2000 San Diego Section CIF Division 4 men's soccer champions, the Knights from the Bishop School. Congratulations to both championship game participants. Coming up in 25 minutes. Speed it.
Mike Kent back at DeVore Stadium with the brain trust of the CIF Championship Bishop's Knights, Mr. Sam Mene. Sam, an excellent effort by your club today. You come away with a 2-1 victory and you've got the plaque and the trophy in your hand. How good does this feel right now?
You know, of course, well, I can say it feels bad. It feels great. Matter of fact, I'm going to go eat lunch, which I usually don't eat. No, I think the kids really, it's their decision. They win it, they lose it, okay? And they decided that they want to win it, and they want to work hard. And whatever the outcome, they win it, and they went out all way. That's it. These kids are intelligent, they're smart, they're hard workers, they just love the game, and they just want to win. They're not going to give that CIF. We won it 10 times already, and we lost it last year once. They want to get back. They want it back.
That kind of drive showed up today. Your team fell behind 1-0. What were you thinking at that point after Mendoza got the first goal?
Funny, I'm going to tell you something, and that's true. In many games, we kind of like move around, but as soon as it gets scored on, I know. Matter of fact, a lot of times I say, I wish they scored first so we can get going. And seriously, and that's what happened. Okay, they got scored on us. I knew they're gonna. These kids. Oh, are you kidding? We're number 1 seed. Let's go for it. So that's what happened.
And then Tim Culver comes back with 2 quick goals within 3 minutes. Describe those plays and how you felt when the first and second one went in.
I tell you something. In practices, the last week we don't really do much. We just work on set play, whatever we need. And I usually let Tim and Jake and Taylor to go take care of the free shots, and I work with the others. And I was turning around, and he's doing this kick outside his foot around the wall to score it. And the wall, they use the little fence, baseball fence, for pitching fence. They used it there, and I see, and he scores it. I said, no way, he's not going to be able to. That's maybe a lucky one. And he did exactly what he practiced. I'm not kidding.
It was one of the prettiest goals I've seen in a long time.
Outside the foot, outside the wall, and that's exactly what he did in practice. Because when he scored it, I said, "Oh, it's lucky, you know, one of those things." He did exactly that. He worked on it for 3 days.
Looked like he only had a foot or two between the goalkeeper coming over and that post. In fact, we had a referee come up and talk to us after the goal was scored, and he was questioning whether it actually went into the net. But yeah, obviously it went in. That gave him the 2-1 lead at the time on the free kick, and then play started to get a little bit chippy and a little bit aggressive. Can you describe that?
Lincoln has a good team. They have fantastic players, are good. And we knew that from the beginning, from the seeding time, because we were seeded 1, they were seeded 2, they were upset with that in the first place. Why are 1 and they're 2, okay? And it's just simply because our record showed, but we played tough teams, you know. We played like Paui and so on, I can name. And it's just they can't accept, when you're good and you come into a game thinking we're going to win it, it's tough to accept the defeat. And all of a sudden we're standing up for them physically and mentally and you know, technically. How could that be? So they won't accept it. It's our game, it's not your game, you know. That's the attitude with the kids, it's not. And these guys, we won the CIF 10 times, like I said. We lost it by fluke last year, and they're not gonna, matter of fact, I made jackets for them, it says, "We're back." I did, we're back. Last year I made the jacket that says, "Keep the faith," because we lost it. It says, okay, next year. And they waited all year for this. They're not gonna just buckle up and say, all right, they're a good team, let's give it to them. They're gonna fight harder. As soon as that goal went in, their goal, I knew this is it. We're back in business. Seriously. It's our trademark. You know, I get sometimes so depressed. Get going, guys. You know, because they finally we are back behind, you know, against the wall. Better get going. So they did a great job, and I love these kids because they're, like I said, they're intelligent. You don't have to tell them once. That's it. You don't have to tell them 3 times.
Oh, we called every single one of them many times. A solid team effort from the goalkeeper on up through the defense, midfield all over the place, and then your forwards getting a lot of good rushes and a lot of good chances.
We really have fast ones, like, you know, Costello. I call him Scooter. Mr. Scooter, he's outstanding. You know, he's been getting his lumps, you know, and kicks and that, but he's up there. He's up there, you know. And then Tim is a tough guy, like an ox, you know. And then we have Jake, and we have Patrick on the defense, our solid. And then don't forget Steven Jensen. I tell you, I told Steve, they have a player. That's yesterday, actually. I said, Steve, they have number 10. He's their man. He scores all their goal, which is true. You gotta get on him. So Mendoza played left, and Steve plays stopper in the middle. So he switched. So we put the kid with the Keith, the freshman, played his place as a stopper, and he went out there and followed him wherever. That's why Mendoza can take it. This guy's stopping me, you know. You know, he's faster, he's more aggressive. You know, just no. I think these kids, you have to give them a lot of respect, my kid.
What did you tell them after the game was over in the post-game huddle and celebration?
First of all, I said, we're back. Second, I said, you know, we proved ourselves, okay? Because at the beginning, they didn't think of us highly, this Lincoln, to be honest with you. We're another piece of cake. And these guys proved them. Even their coach came and says, you got a good team. And the first time he ever told me that. Yeah, because they did, because I overheard when I was in the restroom, because they beat one of our rivals from our league, 2-1. So it's an easy game like the one we played last time. I hear the kids talking. And I told the kids, I share with them, hey, they think we're easy. We're not easy. But at the end, I said, are we easy? No.
Oh, you showed them today. Sam, thanks very much for your time. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Congratulations.
And
they play, they win, they lose. It's their game.
Best of luck for next year.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
Back here at DeVore Stadium, the Bishop Knights get the 2-1 win over the Lincoln Hornets and take the year 2000 Division IV Men's CIF Soccer Championship. So long from DeVore Stadium for Mike All, our cameraman. I'm Mike Kent saying so long, everybody. We'll talk with you again real soon on George Langevin Productions.